Oscar Bevis, IFL TV, proudly sponsored by Everlast. Chris Billam-Smith. Hello, mate.
Hello, mate. You good?
I'm very well, thank you. This is nice, isn't it? It's like 25 degrees. The sun's out. We're in Matchroom HQ. You've just announced a fight that seems long overdue, really. Life good?
It is, mate. To be honest, I'd rather be on Bournemouth Beach, but, needs must. Got to work, so no complaints, mate. There's worse places to work.
You know what? Days out like this, though, these little media days, are actually quite good at me because I can... Well, for you, for example, I've just seen you speaking to Tony Bellew. He was a world champion in the division you fight in. Like, surely little things like that. It's just like you get a bit of a buzz, a bit of a kick.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, a fight getting announced is always a nice buzz, and then obviously everyone who's here today. There's plenty of big names, and I'm on a good card. I've got Conor Benn headlining. I'm excited, mate.
And you've just done sort of a mini press conference up there with Tommy. His sense of humour is quite he's got a really dry but funny sense of humour. Like, he's a character, isn't he, Tommy?
Yeah, for sure. He was saying how I've been, really polite and stuff respectful over the last year or so. But then it looked like he wasn't going to take the fight, so I had to send out one tweet, and that got him to sign the fight. So happy days.
It's so modern, isn't it? Just send a tweet out and the fight will get made. But yeah, like I said, this is just so. It feels like long overdue. I don't know. It feels like it's been years in the making, although it hasn't. Because really, when your name's mentioned and when Tommy's is mentioned, it's only with each other. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, obviously, we tried to make it after fight camp last year, after my fight, and been asking for it for a long time. I just think it's a fight that makes sense. To be honest, he obviously won the European in the meantime as well, and defended it. So it's a fight for me, which has always made sense for a long time. And now the bonus is he's got a belt as well. So. I'm absolutely buzzing for the fight, and I think it's a fight that makes perfect sense for me.
Is it one of them where essentially the winner will go on to world level as well? Like, it's that sort of stepping stone before world level fight?
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to think if this is my 14th fight. So it's you're at world level. You're looking at world level. Then if he keeps talking about fighting for a world title next. I don't want to fight for a world title. I want to win a world title. I want to fight for one and stay at that level. So winning it world title in 15 fights, so that is quite unheard of. There are very few people who do it, and only the very top fighters can do it. So I'd say you start looking at world level people, but not world titles next personally, because like I said, I've got a lot of learning to do. I need more experience. I need more time in the ring. I need a few more camps, and then I'll be ready for world level after that. So a couple more fights maybe after this one, and we can start looking at fighting for a world title.
Yeah, because you're still early on in your career, I suppose. I imagine you want to go on for years and years to come. And once you're at that level, you can't go back. You can't go to world level and come back and fight a journeyman. Once you're at world level, you're there. So it's like, yeah, I sort of get where you come from in terms of building towards it.
Yeah, for sure. And I think that these sort of fights are fights I need to get my experience up and deal with the situations and another fight camp. And we've got plenty of learnings to do. I'm not the finished article. And I'm just looking to improve every day, every camp. And that for me is part of the process. It's a journey, and I'm enjoying the journey. And I'm not just looking to cash out on one world title fight.
And on DAZN as well. Matchroom obviously left Sky, announced their exclusive deal with DAZN. I suppose that's a step towards making you a star, because as much as you want to be world champion, you want to be a world champion that people recognise, know, remember. And on a platform like DAZN, streamed in 200 odd countries around the world, it's not bad at all, is it?
No. Obviously, they're going to have to do a lot of work where behind the scenes are doing a lot of production stuff as well, which I think is going to be great. But yeah, you need the content to become a star and to get the bigger fights. We've seen YouTubers who have never had a boxing match earn millions and be on pay-per-view. So it's a business, and that's how it works. Your brand needs to be big as a fighter, and this is a perfect opportunity for that.
Because it's funny what you said about Tommy said you were too polite. Like, you are one of the nicest, politest, just straightforward talking guys. But talk about all this content and them doing stuff like that. Do you think you need a little bit of an edge maybe? Because when they're doing all this content and building you as a character, do you think at one point you're going to have to sort of give a little edge, or just keep being yourself?
Yeah, I think just keep being yourself. I think people, it's trash talking might earn me more money. It might get me, further along the line quicker, but it's just not who I am. Obviously, I sent that one tweet out and got what I wanted out of it, so that's all I needed.
It's a sign, isn't it?
Yeah, maybe. But you know, I'll pick my moments to make fights and stuff. But yeah, look, I respect everyone that gets in the ring, and my opponents. We all live a similar lifestyle, so I know what it takes. But yeah, it's not who I am. I'm not a trash talker. I'm not. But Tommy seems to have a bit of needle there, so we can enjoy this whole camp and all the press conferences.
So we can work with that as a media channel. We like that. We can work with that. Yeah, just finally for yourself, a prediction.
I think Tommy's a talented lad. I think he's got quick hands. He's got good boxing ability, and he can punch a bit. So the plan is just to break him down and take him out in the mid to late rounds. I think once I start finding my rhythm and landing the shots, I don't think he'll be able to deal with it. Just standing up there, then he's shorter than I thought he'd be. I actually thought he was my height, but he's quite a bit shorter, maybe an inch or two shorter. So. So that'll help me on the night, and I'm just naturally, I feel like I'm a naturally bigger bloke, and I'll just work him down and get him out of there.
All right, Chris, thank you very much for speaking to IFL TV, and sorry about the cherries, mate. It's always next season.
There is always next season. Anyway, it's coming home. That's what matters.
Oh, get up. He knows.